Hi, so today at 9 p.m. in our channel, we are going to discuss something very, very important. This is very important for the nation. This is very important for our livelihoods. For the nation's livelihood. So, as you all know, we are part of the Godi Media, KD Media. You understand what I'm talking about, right? Right? Okay. So the people who pay us are implicated in the the Epstein files. It's all the same, but anyway. So our job right now is to defend them as much as possible and deflect blame onto you know who. Any of the Gandhis will do. Even Nehru will do. And any Gandhi, yeah. See, in Chennai, there are many bus conductors and auto drivers called Nehru and Sendil Gandhi and Satish Gandhi and all that. You take any of them, any of the Gandhis will do. You just have to say Gandhi or you have to say Nehru. Deflect the blame. Isn't that what we do? So who's the visual editor? You. You do one thing. Right when I'm talking, take Rahul Gandhi's photo and place it right next to Epstein and put it on the top left corner of the screen. Let everybody see it. Let everybody know that there is no connection. There is a connection between Rahul Gandhi and Epstein. How? He is mentioned 4 times. I know he didn't correspond, but he is mentioned, right? His name is there in the files, and that's enough. Forget all this Puri, chapati, and all that. See, that Puri was only communicating for India's sake, for Bharat's sake. He's a true patriot. Forget Puri, yeah. It's not enough if you and I forget Puri. It is important that the people of the nation forget this Puri. Even tomorrow morning, if they are given Puri for breakfast, they should avoid it. They should not go anywhere near Puri. That is the task. They can have idli, dosa, sambar and all that, but not Puri. Nobody should go anywhere near Puri. Especially these deep Puris, right? You don't go anywhere near them. You ensure your job tonight in the channel is to ensure that everybody forgets Puri. What? He was communicating. Yeah, he was communicating because he wanted to broker a deal. See, who is this Epstein fellow? He is a pedophile, I agree. He is a pedophile. But, see, that is a key word. You use that word again and again. But, he was also a power broker. That is his primary job, right? This pedophile and all he was doing on the side. He was a drapist, I agree. He was not only draping women over him, but also underage women. Oh, don't say children and all. Children and all, you should not say. People will outrage. As it is, everybody is outraging right now. Just say underage women. That will soften the blow. So he was draping everybody on top of him and on top of all his guests to his exotic island. But this Puri is only saying exotic island because apparently he always says everything is exotic because he is an Indian. India is exotic, right? India is supposed to be exotic. Puri is also exotic. Isn't Puri an exotic dish? In any other culture, tell me, is there anything like a Puri? Like a hot, steaming set of Puris? Can you see anywhere? Puri is also exotic. So it's not a surprise that this Puri is always saying everything is exotic. And that is why he said exotic island. It's got nothing to do with an actual knowledge of any exoticism in the island. Before you are able to peddle your peddle the truth, you should be convinced of it yourself. I can't be convincing you every day. You have to convince yourself. Look at your bank accounts and you will get convinced yourself. After all, we are the end of TV, na? We are literally the end of TV. Everybody is watching only us at 9 p.m. And especially because of my show. I also agree that this fellow was brokering on behalf of many rich and powerful men. He was brokering all these women and bringing everybody to his island and all that. All the proof is there on the files. But he was primarily a power broker. That is what he does for a living. He was also doing equity trading. I have an uncle who's also doing equity trading. Does that mean he's a pedophile? People do all sorts of things on the side. It is their hobby. But his primary job was a power broker. And let's say you and I know each other and I know him. His job is to put, sorry, that is my job, right? Okay. Let's say I know him and you know him, but we don't know each other. His job is to put you and I together. What? On the exotic? No, not on the exotic island. I'm saying his job is to put a mail saying, hi, so and so, know this so and so. That is power broking. So he has just been corresponding with all these puris and rotis and all that on behalf of his country, on behalf of all the people who wanted to know these people. And he had an interest in India because this guy was also giving him books to excite interest in India. See how patriotic, right? But what was this Gandhi fellow doing in the files? He is mentioned 4 times. Man, 4 times he is mentioned. I agree he was not corresponding with him. But does that make him guilty? Sorry, does that make him not guilty? Yeah, I know Mukesh had also been corresponding in the same period, or maybe before, after, and all that. But see, that is a key word. That was also for work. See, these are highly qualified professionals talking to each other. So what if that fellow is a convict? So what if that fellow was convicted of this and that and this? As long as we are able to get our investments into our economy. Otherwise, how will you become this 4th trillion, 5th trillion economy and all that you're dreaming of before 2047? What was that? Okay. I know that he was writing things like, yeah, not that you need any encouragement to have fun and all that. But isn't that what you would talk between friends? I mean, to somebody that you are corresponding on a professional level, friends and all. Forget I said friends. Forget I said friends. Okay. See, you have to appreciate the humor there. So when you write to somebody, have fun. Just saying have fun is very bland. You can put in brackets, not that you need any encouragement to have fun. And when are you back from your exotic island? You add all these things. Then you send season's greetings. You maintain a friendship with them. And when they ask you things like, shall I arrange a blonde or a brunette? They are probably asking about a wig. See, you have a little bit of hair. You would like to try different wigs. Of course, you have a black wig in your house, which you use regularly. But when you go abroad, you would like to try a blonde, you would like to try a brunette. Maybe they are talking about hair. And then you say, arrange that. Because you would like to try a wig. See, you can't nitpick on all these. But why was Rahul Gandhi mentioned 4 times? He was not corresponding. But that's not the point. His name is there in the files 4 times. I know that he was not corresponding. That in fact it was somebody talking about somebody else about him based on some article. All that we know. But do we really know? Put his photo on the top left corner, if possible on the top right corner, if possible on the bottom left and bottom right corner as well. In fact, if possible, cover the entire screen only with his face, and beside his face put Epstein's face. That is how you set the narrative. Your job is not the truth. Your job is to twist. Both start with T and both are 5-letter words. But you better learn the second word rather than the first word. If you have to be at the cutting edge of TV, like literally at the end of TV as we are, you need to learn all these skills. See, do you think I want to do this? I don't. Do you think I want to be a journalist? No. I wanted to be a painter. Not painting and all. I wanted to be a house painter. When I was young, I used to, take the brush and like Tom Sawyer, I used to paint. But today I love what I am doing because I am getting to live my dream. I am able to whitewash people, right? What is whitewashing? It is painting, right? And another thing that I love to do, I love doing laundry. So, go in the morning, put all the clothes in the washing machine, and you hear the buzz of the washing machine. You hear your clothes getting clean and all that. So, right now, we are in the process of being a washing machine. You are not just using a washing machine, but you are being the washing machine. So take this assignment very seriously. I know people will outrage because people have nothing better to do. With all this budget and everything, everybody is desperate. Everybody is depressed. The middle class, especially that the ones that are watching our show at 9 p.m., they are all depressed. Why do you think they are watching? Because they know that the next morning they have nothing better to do but to go back to their jobs and earn and pay taxes, and whatever money they invest, whatever gains they get from that, that also will be taxed. So there will be tax on tax on tax on tax on tax. So they have to keep earning. So they have nothing better to do. At 9 o'clock, they'll put on our channel and sit and watch all 7 or 8 of us screaming at each other. And they think that they are engaging very intellectually. We will give them that. And by the way, who's in charge of calling the guests? You. You remember that lady? She has a very good sense of humor. Even under the direst of circumstances, she will laugh. Elmo or somebody, right? Elmo or Alma or something like that. You bring her on the show today. Because this is a very serious topic, we need some comic relief. Now we need some humor, we need some laughter. So she will laugh at the right places. So bring her on the show. And if somebody is outraging, she will laugh into their faces. And she is somebody who takes everything lightly. You talk about monsters, you talk about draping, you talk about all these files. She will take it in very good humor and she will laugh at the right places. We need somebody like that. We want somebody like this who will laugh, who will make some jokes. Because this is, as it is, it's a very serious topic. So we need somebody who will dilute that. Okay, the meeting is over now, and all of you take this assignment very seriously and do it as though your lives depended on it. Because I don't know about your lives, at least my life depends on this whole thing. Okay.